and TMC will give you the light, TMC will give you the sunrise.
The TMC may emerge as a game changer as it is expected to win the second highest seats in the state. Who will win Meghalaya? Will it be the NPP, the BJP or the TMC? The Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, the exit polls have predicted a clear edge to the BJP in Tripura, which saw 87.76% polling percentage. The BJP, remember, had created a record in Tripura in 2018 election, ousting the left parties from their bastion and hopes to continue its winning streak. Left parties, meanwhile, and the Congress have joined hands in this election to give a tough fight to the BJP. Remember, Tripura Motha, a regional party led by Pradyut Debrahma, a member of Tripura's erstwhile royal family, is also expected to make its presence felt in the state of Tripura.
Few hours from now, the fate of Tripura will be sealed. With nearly having 259 candidates in the fray, it's a three-way battle in the state. The left ruled the state for many years before BJP registered its victory for the first time in 2018 and put an end to former's 25 years of governance. And to once again mark its victory, the CPI-led left has this time joined hands with the Congress. While BJP followed its 2018 strategy, going with its partner Indigenous People Front of Tripura,
ऐसे गंभीर अपराध होते रहे। भाजपा की सरकार ने 5 ही साल में एक गंभीर अपराधों के अंदर 30% की कमी लाने का काम एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किया है, हमारी सरकार ने।
मुझे आज खुशी है कि जब हम युवा दिवस मना रहे हैं तो भारत मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और भारत का युवा सेल्फ रिलायंट, स्वावलंबन की ओर अग्रसर हो रहा है और आत्मनिर्भरता के दृष्टि से आगे बढ़ रहा है.
Another major contender is the scion of Tripura royal family, Pradyut Kishore Manikya's party Tripura Motha, which has decided to fight assembly elections after sweeping the administration polls.
Got 18 out of 20 seats, BJP, IPFT combined. I am actually going to bring that number down to less than 1 seat. So that is also the BJP voter base. So my vote base is not fixed to Congress.
Tripura is witnessing a triangular electoral battle. Well, the exit polls have predicted a clear win for the BJP, which the left and its ally Congress have completely dismissed. Pradyut Kishore too has echoed the similar views. All eyes are now on the results, and it remains to be seen if left Cong could manage to wrest the power from BJP. Bureau Report, Republic TV. In 2018, the Naga People's Front emerged as the largest party, winning 26 out of 60 seats, but failed to form the government. And its pre-poll alliance with BJP collapsed before the election. The Saffron Party, with its 12 seats, instead turned to the newly formed Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, which had won 18 seats to form the government.
Both the BJP and the NDPP are placed in a comfortable position, with the Congress party contesting in just about 22 seats compared to the last elections. Now, as far as the BJP is concerned, some of its biggest leaders, tallest leaders, including the Prime Minister, have campaigned in not just Nagaland but all the 3 states that have gone to polls in this election.
With exit polls predicting the BJP's return to power in Nagaland, along with NDPP, the NPF is battling for political relevance. Various exit polls have predicted between 27 to 34 seats for the NDPP, while predicting that the BJP will perform along 2018 lines. The BJP leaders have asserted confidence that they will increase their presence in the state too.
हमें पूरा विश्वास है कि त्रिपुरा की जनता पुनः भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनवा रही है. नागालैंड में भी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चीफ मिनिस्टर रियो साहब ने अच्छा काम किया है पिछले 5 वर्षों में। नागालैंड में एनडीपीपी और भाजपा की सरकार 2/3 बहुमत से पुनः आएगी और हम सरकार बनाएंगे।
मुझे भरोसा है कि आने वाले 3-4 साल में ही पूरे नागालैंड को हम अपसपा से मुक्त कर देंगे।
The NPF, which had led the government in the state for 15 years, has now been reduced to a shadow party. With 0 seats and a 1.7% vote share in the last elections, the Congress is fighting to make its presence felt in the state's political scene. Senior leaders Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor also made their way to the state for brief visits.
The alliance government will come in center. Congress will lead. We are talking with other parties because otherwise the democracy and constitution will go.
Congress' position has steadily eroded over the years, from 23 seats win in 2008 to 8 in 2013 to 0 5 years later.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए, नागालैंड के लिए कांग्रेस उसके पार्टनर्स की पॉलिसी रही है, वोट पाओ और भूल जाओ। कांग्रेस के दिल्ली के नेता नागालैंड की तरफ देखते तक नहीं है।
Will it be an easy win for BJP NDPP alliance and an end of Congress and NPF in Nagaland? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
As both Meghalaya and Nagaland complete voting on Monday, the exit polls, which Republic TV has been bringing along with P-MARQ, suggest interesting trends, perhaps what could be a clearer picture of what you can expect on the 2nd of March when the final results are out. The P-MARQ exit poll numbers indicating that in Tripura, the BJP could be returning to power. As per the P-MARQ exit poll, BJP expected to get anywhere between 32 to 42 seats. CPM and the Congress combined in Tripura expected to get anywhere between 8 to 15 seats. Tripura Mota expected to get about 8 to 16 seats, which is fantastic for a party that is contesting for the first time. In all, it appears to be a smooth sailing for the BJP once again in Tripura. Now, the P-MARQ indicative poll in Meghalaya, the exit poll suggesting that it could be the NPP that could emerge the single largest once again. Conrad Sangma's party expected to get anywhere between 14 to 24 seats. The Trinamool Congress expected to, under the leadership of Mukul Sangma, get anywhere between 8 to 18 seats, could be emerging as the second largest party, that is the Trinamool Congress in Meghalaya. The Congress party expected to get anywhere between 4 to 10 seats, and the BJP anywhere up to 5 seats. This is in Meghalaya. So as expected, could be a hung house in the state of Meghalaya that went to polls on Monday.
We had an interesting election in 3 states of the northeast. Tripura, which was once a left bastion, BJP is expected to again come back to power with a resounding victory in this election. Meghalaya is expected to be a hung verdict, and who will come back to power and who will form the government we'll come to know only post the election. Nagaland, the NDA alliance is expected to come back to power with a resounding victory once again.
Now, Nagaland, another state with the BJP looking hopeful as of now, as per the P-MARQ exit poll, suggesting that the NDPP, Nephew Rio's party, and the BJP could easily get anywhere between 40 to 50 seats, way above the majority mark. So off 60, if they're getting about 40 to 50, it's clear that Nephew Rio and the BJP are coming back to power in the state of Nagaland. And the other parties, NPF, are likely to get anywhere between 4 to 12, insignificant given the scheme of things in Nagaland. Our Congress party may open its tally, may get up to 4 seats in Nagaland, barely contested about 20-25 seats in this election, and others expected to get 0 to 2. So for the BJP, it could be status quo in Tripura, status quo in Nagaland. Meghalaya is where the action really begins in this election.
Now, the first elections of the year will set the tone for rest of the elections in 2023 and eventually the general elections slated for next year. Meanwhile, just a day ahead of the results day, the opposition leaders even tried to send out a message of unity by sharing the same stage. Will lead to a possible alliance or will stay as a political gimmick is the question.
On Wednesday, there was a grand celebration in Tamil Nadu as DMK chief and the state chief minister turned 70. And on the sidelines, the opposition has sounded the mega 2024 poll bugle. Opposition leaders from Farooq Abdullah to Tejashwi Yadav. Everybody was present and seen sharing the same stage. It was the opposition's show of strength. The former Jammu and Kashmir chief minister batted for Stalin as the PM face.
When we all unite and we win the election, it will be at that time that they will decide who is the best man to lead this nation and to unite this nation together.
What are the chances for CM Stalin to become the PM?
Why not? Why can't he become the PM? So why not? What is wrong with that? Okay?
MK Stalin too pledged to fight against the ruling BJP in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls.
அந்த களத்தை நோக்கிய பயணத்திற்கு போர் வியூகங்கள் வகுக்கக்கூடிய பாசறை கூட்டமாக எனது பிறந்தநாள் பொதுக்கூட்டம் அமைந்திருப்பது எனக்கு மகிழ்ச்சி அளிக்கிறது. வருகை தந்துள்ள அகில இந்திய தலைவர்கள் இந்த தகவல்களை டெல்லிக்கு எடுத்துச் செல்லுங்கள்.
On behalf of BCK, we are welcoming the declaration of Honorable CM of Tamil Nadu. This is what we expect from him for the past 2 years. Now he openly declared that this is war between BJP and
On Wednesday, there was a grand celebration in Tamil Nadu as DMK chief and the state chief minister turned 70. And on the sidelines, the opposition has sounded the mega 2024 poll bugle. Opposition leaders from Farooq Abdullah to Tejashwi Yadav. Everybody was present and seen sharing the same stage. It was the opposition's show of strength. The former Jammu and Kashmir chief minister batted for Stalin as the PM face.
When we all unite and we win the election, it will be at that time that they will decide who is the best man to lead this nation and to unite this nation together.
what are the chances for CM Stalin to become the PM?
Why not? Why can't he become the PM? So why not? What is wrong with that? Okay?
MK Stalin too pledged to fight against the ruling BJP in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls.
அந்த களத்தை நோக்கிய பயணத்திற்கு போர் வியூகங்கள் வகுக்கக்கூடிய பாசறை கூட்டமாக எனது பிறந்தநாள் பொதுக்கூட்டம் அமைந்திருப்பது எனக்கு மகிழ்ச்சி அளிக்கிறது. வருகை தந்துள்ள அகில இந்திய தலைவர்கள் இந்த தகவல்களை டெல்லிக்கு எடுத்துச் செல்லுங்கள்.
On behalf of BCK, we are welcoming the declaration of Honorable CM of Tamil Nadu. This is what we expect from him for the past 2 years. Now he openly declared that this is war between BJP and anti-BJP forces. And he requested all anti-BJP forces to come together to defeat Sanathan forces.
Joining the leaders next was Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav, who pitched for all like-minded parties and people to come together.
लालू जी has always said, ये emergency नहीं, ये अघोषित emergency है. Undeclared emergency is in the country. So we need to fight back. What they have been trying to do in Maharashtra, what they have been trying to do in Jharkhand, but Bihar had showed them a way. That Bihar had made them a loser.
The event also saw a dramatic face-off between Farooq and Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge. As Farooq stated, let's not focus on a PM candidate.
Nation needs people who can work together. And to Kharge ji also I'll say, let us forget who is going to become the Prime Minister. Let us first win the election, then think who is going to become the Prime Minister. It is not the Prime Minister that matters, it is the nation that matters.
Mallikarjun Kharge replied to his statement saying that he is not making such assertions.
I never said who will lead, who will become the Prime Minister. Farooq Sahab, I am telling you, we are not telling that who will lead or who is not going to lead. It is not the question. We want to fight together, unitedly. That is our desire. That's why we have sacrificed many a times in the name of secularism, in the name of liberty, in the name of freedom of expression. That we have done and showed. And we have also lost many times.
The same Congress which days back voted to lead the alliance.
Only in the government at the center will be able to fight for the causes of the Dalits and the backward classes and minorities. Tamil Nadu has a great history and great future. The Congress and the DMK too have shared a great history, and together the Congress and DMK will stand united, building a great future for the state and the people of Tamil Nadu.
With Congress taking a U-turn and Farooq batting for Stalin, all eyes on this brewing alliance, who is hoping to fight this BJP, are on. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Viewers, it's a result day today in Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland. I'm reporting live from Kohima in Nagaland, and we'll get to all the details. We have our reporters all across the three states. Much more coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.
That Manish Sisodia has now been taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Ke Bhatt, who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of Pulwama district, he has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We clearly see that Manish Sisodia has now been taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
P-MARQ Butt, who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of district. He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for this.
Now, results will be declared today for the assembly polls in Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland, with this marking the first round of polls in an electorally crucial year. In fact, Meghalaya and Nagaland, remember, went for the assembly polls on 27th of February and voting was held for Tripura on 16th of February. Let's go across to Suyesha, Shivangi and Harsha who are joining us this morning. Shivangi, who's joining us from Nagaland, Suyesha from Tripura and Harsha from Meghalaya. Let's go across to Suyesha first. Suyesha, good morning. If you can tell us first, where are you reporting from exactly in Tripura, and what is the sentiment like on the ground this morning?
Oh yes, Samiksha, it is an active morning at close to 7 a.m. because I'm standing outside the counting center in Agartala. This is very close to the Agartala Municipal Corporation, and you see long lines where people are queuing up, some of them from the Election Commission, but many of them from parties as well, who are also designated to be inside the counting center. Now, let me tell you that security is being deployed. In fact, it is heightening with every passing minute as preparations are being made. 8 o'clock is when counting will begin here. It is a high voltage three-cornered battle between the BJP and its ally. On the other hand is the CPM with Congress, and last but not the least, of course, is what is being looked at as the surprise factor, the party that is contesting for the first time and may really make its mark, which is the Tripura Motha party. So right now, where you see the Election Commission has for the first time in Tripura appointed 60 observers to ensure a free and fair means of counting in about some time. Chief Minister Manik Saha is also expected to come here. Let's understand a little bit for our viewers, Samiksha. Of course, we have put out the results of what the exit polls are really predicting. But this is a state where the CPM and Congress had been in power. In fact, the CPM had been in power for more than 2 decades, close to 25 years. And in 2018 was when BJP really turned the game around and came into power. Biplab Dev was the chief minister, but a year before the assembly polls, he stepped back, he resigned, and he said that the top leadership is really wanting him to focus on making the party more concrete on the ground, where Manik Saha took over. Now, of course, there is no official word from the BJP on if they get a second term, Manik Saha will take over as the chief minister. But yes, certainly, as we hear from our sources, that it has been a very clean running for Manik Saha, and the exit polls, of course, speaking in favor of the BJP. Let's also understand that very strong statements have come in from every side, where the BJP has sounded very confident of a victory. On the other hand, it is the Tripura Motha party and the CPM Congress alliance also saying that you may not know what happens later. We saw, of course, a very active campaign from the BJP, which is always their strategy. You see their star faces always come on the ground, and exactly what happened here, where JP Nadda and Smriti Irani had launched the campaign, and then, of course, you also saw the Prime Minister, Home Minister Amit Shah come here and hold close to 35 rallies all in all for the party, where Prime Minister Modi also took a dig on the CPM Congress alliance, saying that at one end they have Kushti in Kerala, but here they have Dosti, which is an alliance that is actually not understandable. But all in all, if you see just a sense here of how the security is heightening, how these tents are slowly getting covered up because you hear those announcements that are being made. Counting that is set to begin at 8 a.m. and all those who've been designated here to be here are here. Now, let's understand Tripura is a very small state in that sense, but there's so many issues for the people really because at one end, believe me, Samiksha, I've been talking to a lot of people on the ground and they say that there has been a lot of development in terms of road connectivity, in terms of how tourism has become better and that has made for a means of livelihood, how it has become a digitally stronger state. But on the other hand, the issues of unemployment, of how they also want political violence to be tackled. Then again, it is the Tripura Motha party which is pitching for greater Tripura land, and that is how they are really consolidating the tribal vote, which is about 20 seats and more than 19 tribal groups that they are saying they are putting forth their demands. So all in all, it's going to be a very interesting battle, Samiksha, and we'll be getting you all the updates through this morning. 8 a.m. is when the counting will begin. Chief Minister is also expected to be here, and the BJP, of course, sounding very confident, but which way will the battle swing? We're keeping a very close eye on that.
Yes. So Yesh, of course, stay with us. Let's go across to Shivangi as well, who's there in Nagaland getting us all those updates. Shivangi, where exactly are you reporting from in Nagaland, and what has been the poll pitch in Nagaland when we talk about the heated campaigns we've seen in Nagaland?
Well, a very good morning to you, Samiksha, and all our viewers. I'm reporting live from Kohima, Nagaland. Kohima is a seat of power when it comes to administration. A very beautiful, beautiful place indeed. As you can see there, that's the entire city of Kohima right behind me. And when we speak about the election pitch. Now, the Prime Minister himself was here. He was here on Feb 24th in Nagaland, and he highlighted the BJP's vision. And the BJP's vision, as the Prime Minister has said it, it's about peace, prosperity and progress, especially when it comes to peace. Peace has been an issue in Nagaland, so that was something the Prime Minister had highlighted. And he has made a couple of points. He has said that the BJP will support the youth from tourism to technology and sports to startup. A big pitch from the BJP, from the Prime Minister, was on the Software Technology Park, which is a big initiative. Let's talk a little bit about what we can expect later on. The counting will start from 8 a.m. onwards. And we can expect right now that after the counting starts, the exit poll, like Suesha was also talking about the exit polls have predicted that the NDPP-BJP alliance will come back. This time, the NDPP-BJP alliance fought the election with a 40-20 seat share ratio against the National People's Front and the Congress Party. 13 lakh voters had gone to vote. 83% turnout. It was 83% turnout, Samiksha, 83% turnout right now. And of course, we also know that today the election result is going to come out. Now, when we talk about the Chief Minister, is Nifio Rio. It's expected that Nifio Rio will become the 10th Chief Minister of Nagaland yet again, Samiksha. So we're tracking on the developments from here. We soon will be, in fact, going across outside the CM's residence in just a short while. I'm handing it back to you.
All right. Shivangi, let's go across to Aniruddha as well. Aniruddha is of course reporting from Nagaland, but Aniruddha, I wanted to understand from you how is the poll pitch been in Meghalaya when we talk about the state, because we understand that there could be a hung assembly in the state of Meghalaya when we see the poll results this evening.
Yes, Suesa, as far as Meghalaya is concerned, I would like to break a news with you that yesterday night, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma and Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma had a closed-door meeting in Guwahati, and we are getting to know that the meeting between the two chief ministers were basically to discuss on the prospect of forming the government in Meghalaya. So yes, even as the counting is yet to begin, the counting will begin at around 8 a.m. But we can see that the political equations are being sorted out. And very interesting point here to note is that that Samiksha, when during the election rallies we have seen that there was heated arguments between the NPP and the BJP. In fact, the permission to hold Prime Minister's rally in Tura, the ground was not provided, and there was allegation by the BJP that it was after the intervention of the Chief Minister that the P.A. Sangma Stadium was not allowed to hold a rally of the Prime Minister. And we also see how the Union Home Minister as well as the Prime Minister made a staging attack on the Meghalaya Chief Minister and his family for indulging in nepotism as far as the Meghalaya politics is concerned. But yes, after the elections are over, both the political parties are now trying to cause up, and they are creating an environment so that dialogues, the post-poll dialogues, the possibilities of a post-poll alliance can be sorted out. Samiksha.
Aniruddha, we also understand news that is just coming in from Meghalaya that Chief Minister, the incumbent Chief Minister Conrad Sangma met the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma yesterday. If you could tell us what was likely the discussion which happened in this closed door meeting of Himanta Biswa Sarma and the Meghalaya incumbent Chief Minister.
Yes, Samiksha, if you see at the history of the alliances in Meghalaya, particularly in the past also, exactly in 2018 when there was a hung house and Conrad Sangma came all the way from Tura. He was on his way to Shillong, and on that day we were also closely following Conrad Sangma, and in 2018 also Conrad Sangma stopped in Guwahati, had a meeting with Himanta Biswa Sarma in Guwahati, and the alliance was sorted out, scripted, and finally BJP and the NPP formed a government in Meghalaya. And this time also a similar equation is being sorted out as far as Meghalaya is concerned. So yes, possibilities are very high that it will be an NPP-BJP-led government in Meghalaya.
All right. Aniruddha, stay with us. So Aniruddha there getting us news from all the three states reporting from Nagaland. Let's take a word from Harsha as well, who's there in Nagaland. Harsha, if you could... in fact, she's in Meghalaya, I understand. Harsha, if you could give us the latest that you're picking up, what has been the poll pitch in Nagaland and what can we expect in Meghalaya in terms of the election results?
Exactly, Samiksha. Right now I'm reporting from the epicenter of Meghalaya, which is Shillong. Let me tell you that the long queue of the polling agents have been queued up over here as the counting will be start at around 8 a.m. at the counting center in Shillong. If we talk about Meghalaya, a place where in exit polls is being seen that there could be a hung assembly. Now if we talk about the 2018, in 2018 NPP got the highest number than it allied with BJP, UDP to form the government in the 12th Assembly in 2018. Now this time also it's being said that that would be a hung assembly, but there are many important places in Meghalaya. If we talk about the Khasi, Jaintia and the Garo Hill region, if we divide the number of the if we divide number of the assembly seats, then the 36 in Khasi, Jaintia and the 24 in Garo Hills are very important in this 60 assembly seat state, and everyone is eyeing on the seat of the Conrad Sangma as well, whether he'll win or not, because this time he's contesting from the South Tura, and the Mukul Sangma, the former CM, has contested from 2 seats, which is Songsak and Tikri Kila. And if we talk about the major contestants who are looking at their luck in this very counting center are the Preston Tensong, who is the Deputy CM and also the leader of the NPP. So right now showing you all the visuals from the different places. The counting will start at 8 a.m. All the visuals and breaking updates from Nagaland, Tripura and Meghalaya. You're watching Republic TV. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back after a short break.
Okay, but who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of Pulwama district? He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We see that Pani Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, but who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of Pulwama district? He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We see that Pani Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, but who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of Pulwama district? He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We see that Pani Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, but who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of Pulwama district? He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We see that Pani Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
P-MARQ Butt, who is from Malangpora of Avantipora of district. He has been neutralized by J&K police along with Indian Army here in Padgampora of Avantipora. Sanjay Sharma, who was working as an ATM guard in his village, he was targeted by the TRF terrorist day before yesterday, and since then the hunt was launched. ADGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar has confirmed the killing of this Hizbul Mujahideen district commander who was now working for the TRF. As per ADGP Kashmir, he was neutralized in this operation. This encounter is a big win for the security forces on ground.
We clearly see that Pandit Sisodia is now being taken.
कांग्रेस और उसके जैसे दलों के लिए नॉर्थ ईस्ट सिर्फ और सिर्फ एटीएम रहा है। जैसे एटीएम से जाकर के पैसे निकालते हैं ना, ये दिल्ली में ऐसे लोग बैठे थे कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट से पैसे ही निकालते थे, वो उनके लिए एटीएम था। आपके हक का पैसा ये लूट लेते थे।
बॉर्डर पे कि जिस तरह से हरियाणा के सरपंचों के लाठियां चल रही हैं, क्योंकि इनकी डिमांड है कि जो ई टेंडरिंग सरकार ने लागू की है उसको बदला जाए, उसको रद्द किया जाए। जो पत्थरबाजी शुरू हो चुकी है यहाँ पे पुलिस की तरफ पत्थर जो है फेंके जा रहे हैं। यहाँ वाटर कैनन, पानी डिस्पर्स, प्रोटेस्ट को डिस्पर्स करने के लिए पुलिस आगे बढ़ रही है और प्रोटेस्टर्स जो है वो पीछे हैं।
That Pandit Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Arvind Kejriwal has accepted the resignation of both of his top ministers accused of corruption. Satyendra Jain accused of hawala, money laundering and other such matters. Manish Sisodia accused of corruption in Liquorgate. Arvind Kejriwal beginning to distance himself from both. Politics, after all, is all about survival. And all politicians will go all out to make sure that any dirt does not stick, especially not on them. Arvind Kejriwal has massive national ambitions. So while standing by them, he is by gently asking them to resign, also ensuring very smartly that there is a distance between him and any of the charges that Jain or Sisodia face. So is all this talk about corruption within and around the Aam Aadmi Party not effective?
BJP in the last election got 18 out of 20 seats, BJP, IPFT combined. I am actually going to bring that number down to less than 1 seat. So that is also the BJP voter base. So my vote base is not fixed to Congress.
That Pandit Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
यहाँ की पूरी गली जो है पूरी की पूरी बंद कर दी गई है। शाइस्ता परवीन अतीक अहमद की पत्नी यहीं पर इसी घर में रह रही थी। ये बिना नक्शे के, बिना एनओसी के घर बनाया गया है। उसके बाद ये बड़ा एक्शन लिया जाता है। ये देखिए पहली कार्रवाई की है, जो गेट का ताला था उसे तोड़ दिया गया है, जो रेलिंग है उसे तोड़ा जा रहा है। बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी कार्रवाई है। इसको लेकर मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने विधानसभा में साफ कर दिया था कि कैसे आपको मिट्टी में मिला दिया जाएगा। अगर आप गलत काम करेंगे तो आप पर कार्रवाई भी उसी तरह से की जाएगी।
Arvind Kejriwal has accepted the resignation of both of his top ministers accused of corruption. Satyendra Jain accused of hawala, money laundering and other such matters. Manish Sisodia accused of corruption in Liquorgate. Arvind Kejriwal beginning to distance himself from both. Politics, after all, is all about survival. And all politicians will go all out to make sure that any dirt does not stick, especially not on them. Arvind Kejriwal has massive national ambitions. So while standing by them, he is by gently asking them to resign, also ensuring very smartly that there is a distance between him and any of the charges that Jain or Sisodia face. So is all this talk about corruption within and around the Aam Aadmi Party not affecting the party's image? Does it not seriously come in the way of its planned national catapult? Can Arvind Kejriwal seek your vote around an anti-corruption agenda anymore? And if not, then what is the USP now? That is why I need to ask the very pointed questions again. Because only those pointed questions can define what the truth is.
बॉर्डर पे कि जिस तरह से हरियाणा के सरपंचों के लाठियां चल रही हैं, क्योंकि इनकी डिमांड है कि जो ई टेंडरिंग सरकार ने लागू की है उसको बदला जाए, उसको रद्द किया जाए। जो पत्थरबाजी शुरू हो चुकी है यहाँ पे पुलिस की तरफ पत्थर जो है फेंके जा रहे हैं। यहाँ वाटर कैनन, पानी डिस्पर्स, प्रोटेस्ट को डिस्पर्स करने के लिए पुलिस आगे बढ़ रही है और प्रोटेस्टर्स जो है वो पीछे हैं।
That Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue. Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
Arvind Kejriwal has accepted the resignation of both of his top ministers accused of corruption. Satyendra Jain accused of hawala, money laundering and other such matters. Manish Sisodia accused of corruption in Liquorgate. Arvind Kejriwal beginning to distance himself from both. Politics, after all, is all about survival. And all politicians will go all out to make sure that any dirt does not stick, especially not on them. Arvind Kejriwal has massive national ambitions. So while standing by them, he is by gently asking them to resign, also ensuring very smartly that there is a distance between him and any of the charges that Jain or Sisodia face. So is all this talk about corruption within and around the Aam Aadmi Party not affecting the party's image? Does it not seriously come in the way of its planned national catapult? Can Arvind Kejriwal seek your vote around an anti-corruption agenda anymore? And if not, then what is the USP now? That is why I need to ask the very pointed questions again. Because only those pointed questions can define what the truth is.
यहाँ की पूरी गली जो है पूरी की पूरी बंद कर दी गई है। शाइस्ता परवीन अतीक अहमद की पत्नी यहीं पर इसी घर में रह रही थी। ये बिना नक्शे के, बिना एनओसी के घर बनाया गया है। उसके बाद ये बड़ा एक्शन लिया जाता है। ये देखिए पहली कार्रवाई की है। जो गेट का ताला था उसे तोड़ दिया गया है, जो रेलिंग है उसे तोड़ा जा रहा है। बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी कार्रवाई है। इसको लेकर मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने विधानसभा में साफ कर दिया था कि कैसे आपको मिट्टी में मिला दिया जाएगा। अगर आप गलत काम करेंगे तो आप पर कार्रवाई भी उसी तरह से की जाएगी।
Responsibility towards protecting the interests of the people and interests of the state has been there. We have not shifted our priority. We have always been focused and tried to draw the attention of the government, not just now, not during the election alone, prior to election. So what was BJP and other political parties who are partners in the government were doing? Why did they wait till the election?
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK,
Only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Arvind Kejriwal has accepted the resignation of both of his top ministers accused of corruption. Satyendra Jain accused of hawala, money laundering and other such matters. Manish Sisodia accused of corruption in Liquorgate. Arvind Kejriwal beginning to distance himself from both. Politics, after all, is all about survival. And all politicians will go all out to make sure that any dirt does not stick, especially not on them. Arvind Kejriwal has massive national ambitions. So while standing by them, he is by gently asking them to resign, also ensuring very smartly that there is a distance between him and any of the charges that Jain or Sisodia face. So is all this talk about corruption within and around the Aam Aadmi Party not affecting the party's image? Does it not seriously come in the way of its planned national catapult? Can Arvind Kejriwal seek your vote around an anti-corruption agenda anymore? And if not, then what is the USP now? That is why I need to ask the very pointed questions again. Because only those pointed questions can define what the truth is.
यहाँ की पूरी गली जो है पूरी की पूरी बंद कर दी गई है। शाइस्ता परवीन अतीक अहमद की पत्नी यहीं पर इसी घर में रह रही थी। ये बिना नक्शे के बिना एनओसी के घर बनाया गया है। उसके बाद ये बड़ा एक्शन लिया जाता है। ये देखिए पहली कार्रवाई की है, जो गेट का ताला था उसे तोड़ दिया गया है, जो रेलिंग है उसे तोड़ा जा रहा है। बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी कार्रवाई है। इसको लेकर मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने विधानसभा में साफ कर दिया था कि कैसे आपको मिट्टी में मिला दिया जाएगा। अगर आप गलत काम करेंगे तो आप पर कार्रवाई भी उसी तरह से की जाएगी।
बॉर्डर पे कि जिस तरह से हरियाणा के सरपंचों के लाठियां चल रही हैं, क्योंकि इनकी डिमांड है कि जो ई टेंडरिंग सरकार ने लागू की है उसको बदला जाए, उसको रद्द किया जाए। जो पत्थरबाजी शुरू हो चुकी है यहाँ पे पुलिस की तरफ पत्थर जो है फेंके जा रहे हैं। यहाँ वाटर कैनन पानी डिस्पर्स, प्रोटेस्ट को डिस्पर्स करने के लिए पुलिस आगे बढ़ रही है और प्रोटेस्टर्स जो है वो पीछे हैं।
That Manish Sisodia is now being taken to Rouse Avenue.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
Satyendra Jain is no more a minister in the Arvind Kejriwal's cabinet. Manish Sisodia is no more the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. His resignation has been accepted by Arvind Kejriwal.
यहाँ की पूरी गली जो है पूरी की पूरी बंद कर दी गई है। शाइस्ता परवीन अतीक अहमद की पत्नी यहीं पर इसी घर में रह रही थी। ये बिना नक्शे के बिना एनओसी के घर बनाया गया है। उसके बाद ये बड़ा एक्शन लिया जाता है। ये देखिए पहली कार्रवाई की है, जो गेट का ताला था उसे तोड़ दिया गया है, जो रेलिंग है उसे तोड़ा जा रहा है। बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी कार्रवाई है। इसको लेकर मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने विधानसभा में साफ कर दिया था कि कैसे आपको मिट्टी में मिला दिया जाएगा। अगर आप गलत काम करेंगे तो आप पर कार्रवाई भी उसी तरह से की जाएगी।
Arvind Kejriwal has accepted the resignation of both of his top ministers accused of corruption. Satyendra Jain accused of hawala, money laundering and other such matters. Manish Sisodia accused of corruption in Liquorgate. Arvind Kejriwal beginning to distance himself from both. Politics, after all, is all about survival. And all politicians will go all out to make sure that any dirt does not stick, especially not on them. Arvind Kejriwal has massive national ambitions. So while standing by them, he is by gently asking them to resign, also ensuring very smartly that there is a distance between him and any of the charges that Jain or Sisodia face. So is all this talk about corruption within and around the Aam Aadmi Party not affecting the party's image? Does it not seriously come in the way of its planned national catapult? Can Arvind Kejriwal seek your vote around an anti-corruption agenda anymore? And if not, then what is the USP now? That is why I need to ask the very pointed questions again. Because only those pointed questions can define what the truth is.
बॉर्डर पे कि जिस तरह से हरियाणा के
Hello and welcome. The biggest verdict of 2023, and it's on Republic TV where we get you the latest updates. Reporters across the three states. What's the fate of the BJP? Will they be able to repeat their last performance in the state of Tripura? What really happens in BJP? Exit polls essentially indicate that the NPP and the BJP alliance is all set to retain power. And as far as Meghalaya is concerned, the only state in the northeastern states that perhaps could throw up a hung assembly. Joining me on this broadcast is my colleague Samiksha, and also our reporters on the ground getting you the latest updates. So over to you, Samiksha.
Well, thank you for that, Shavan. Let's quickly go across to Harsha also, who's reporting live from... in fact, before we go across to Harsha, let's take a quick look at the top headlines this morning. It's an all-out battle for the Northeast as a verdict for three states is to be out today. Exit polls predict a thumping victory. Will BJP retain a majority in Tripura is the question. Big win likely for BJP and Rio Alliance in Nagaland. All eyes on the results now. Amid hung assembly forecast, Conrad meets Himanta sparks speculations. But with TMC making inroads, will it manage to spring surprise is the big question. Stay tuned to India's biggest election headquarters for fastest and swiftest updates with Arnab and the team.
Well, starting with the latest updates coming in from the state of Meghalaya. What's the situation like? Will Conrad Sangma be able to retain power? Interestingly, his father, Purno Sangma, couldn't actually retain power. In fact, he couldn't even complete his term. But as far as Conrad Sangma is concerned, he comfortably managed to complete his term. But the question here is that the alliance that did not really work, and whether there is going to be a post-poll alliance if there is a situation of hung assembly. We'll get you all the latest, but let's me quickly bring in my colleague Harsha, who's joining us from Shillong to get us the mood right now in my home state of Meghalaya. Harsha, you know, this has been the history of the state of Meghalaya where we've seen alliances taking places, and mostly it's been post-poll alliance mostly, but the Congress, on the other hand, has been dominating from the creation of this state. But it seems there's been a huge downfall right from the time the previous election to, despite being the single largest, they couldn't cobble up that alliance. What's the mood like this time?
Shawan, right now reporting from the epicenter of Meghalaya, which is Shillong. But as you quoted, the only state in northeast where there high chance of the hung assembly. But exactly who is going to form the government? Because if we go to 2018, NPP, UDP and BJP and alliance formed the government. But this time the talks already have started, Shawan. Because what we were learning that Conrad Sangma had a meeting with CM Himanta Biswa. And also when I reached Shillong yesterday, I saw a meeting going on at the residence of Speaker Lingdo, where the UDP, PTP and TMC and Congress leaders were here. Right now, we are at the counting center in Shillong. The counting agents have started coming, and the counting will start at 8 a.m. And there are many important leaders who are eyeing at the counting center. If we talk about the seat of Conrad Sangma, South Tura, very important seat, Mukul Sangma, Songsak and Tikri Kila, the two constituencies where he stood from. If we talk about James Sangma, Medba, Lingdo, the Deputy CM of Meghalaya, Preston, his seat is also very important. There are many seats in Khasi and Garo Hill which has a high impact of the NPP leaders, and the Khasi Hill, there are many UDP leaders which are expecting that in comparison to 2018, there could be huge number of seats which they will win this time. So all are eyeing their own seats this time, but NPP is expecting that as compared to 2018, they would get better numbers this time. But in fact, the question remains the same, Shravan. This time, who will form the government? Because much before the election campaigns started, the ally BJP and NPP broke apart and they campaigned differently. Even we saw the top leadership of BJP campaigning in different parts of Meghalaya, from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Amit Shah. In fact, Himanta Biswa Sarma and the many important leaders also campaigned for BJP in the state of Meghalaya. So the BJP is also expecting that there could be rise in the percentage as compared to 2018. So we should just wait and watch, Shravan, that what will be, because we are understanding that the picture exactly what will be the result will be clear from 11 between 11 to 12 a.m. But right now showing you the visuals from the counting center. Shravan, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Harsha. We'll keep coming back to you for the latest updates from the counting center in Shillong. Let me also quickly bring in my colleague Piyush, who's joining us from Tura, the home constituency of the sitting Chief Minister, as well as the former Chief Minister of Meghalaya. It's almost like Sangma versus Sangma right now in Tura. But before that, Piyush, give us a sense of that meeting that took place between Conrad Sangma and Himanta, because it turns out, as many believe in the state of Meghalaya, that this entire breakup between the NPP and the BJP was more like an artificial breakup. In all likelihood, if the numbers really do not, do not stitch up the way they want, there's a high possibility that the alliance will be back.
Well, certainly there is a high possibility, Shravan, that alliance will be back. What we are now learning about this crucial meeting which took place Tuesday night in Guwahati between Himanta Biswa Sarma and Conrad Sangma, and this meeting took place at a hotel. But sources are suggesting that Conrad Sangma was there to attend an event, and then Himanta Biswa Sarma, Assam Chief Minister, reached out to him, and the meeting went on. And this after the reports of hung assembly came out, exit polls predicted hung assembly in the state of Meghalaya. Now we need to understand that last time NPP was able to back around 19% seats and 20 and around 19 seats were in in the kitty of NPP. At the same time, Congress party was the single largest party, having 21 seats in its kitty, but was not able to form government. It was Himanta Biswa Sarma who was mastermind behind the kind of government which was set up here with the support of BJP. And now what we are learning is that if hung assembly comes here in Meghalaya, there could be once again alliance coming back. But during the course of campaigning, Shravan, we have seen the kind of attacks those have been leveled by the BJP against the NPP, saying that it is the most corrupt government. In fact, we still remember how Amit Shah, Home Minister, who was on campaign spree in Meghalaya, he had said that the funds that are being sent from central government are not even being reached to people, and before even people get benefits of that, it gets disappeared. So we have seen massive war of words between both the parties, but soon after the exit polls predicted hung assembly here in the state of Meghalaya, we saw the crucial meeting taking place, and this meeting took place in Guwahati. What we are now learning is that CM and NPP leader Conrad Sangma is back in Tura. Remember that Tura is the political epicenter of Meghalaya, and not only Conrad Sangma is a key player, but like you rightly mentioned, Mukul Sangma is also very important player, because because he switched sides from Congress to Trinamool Congress. Around 11 to 12 MLAs were the first one who switched sides to Trinamool Congress, and the TMC this time is the new entry in Meghalaya, but very interesting one because the kind of switches took place and the shifts those took place from Congress to Trinamool Congress. We saw as to how to this time Congress has not been able to give ticket to even one single sitting MLA. All the candidates of Congress party are new one. We'll have to see how equations changes after the results are announced. Shavan.
Well, there'll be a hectic parley, at least in Tura. It remains to be seen whether at all Conrad Sagma is going to immediately move out of Tura and move towards Shillong, because I remember last time that late night meetings that took place when Himanta was in Shillong, and little did Mukul Sagma expect that it's really going to, the rug is going to be pulled immediately, and that's exactly what happened. But this morning we've got a fantastic lineup of guests joining us on this broadcast. Samiksha, Ratan Sharda, political analyst, joining us from Mumbai. Shubhrashtra is joining us from the national capital. MR Venkatesh joining us from Chennai. Rajat Sethi joining us from Delhi. Subir Bhaumik is joining from Mysuru. Kamru Chaudhary is joining us from Kolkata. Professor Prasenjit Biswas is joining us from Shillong. And Patton is joining us from Dimapur, and Bhaskar Sarkar is joining us from Agartala. I'll request all our guests to stay on, but we'll also quickly bring in our colleague Suesha. Samiksha, she's been joining us from Agartala, if I'm not wrong. And that's the other place that all eyes would be on, because given the fact that whether at all the BJP is being able to retain the power despite the anti-incumbency, the fact that the BJP had to change their own chief minister. If they come back to power, it does look like their entire strategy of changing chief ministers in most of the states has always worked, barring the state of Himachal Pradesh. We'll get into the details over that, but over to you as you take the question with Suesha.
Yes, let's go across to Suesha, who's reporting live from Tripura. Suesha, if you can talk to us more about the issues you think that dominated people's minds when they cast their votes in the state of Tripura, and how's the sentiment looking like? Do you think that there is a strong anti-incumbency wave in the state of Tripura?
Samiksha, before that, I'd just like to touch upon what Shavan just said. This is interesting because while that has worked for the BJP, let's also understand, as I've been interacting with a lot of people on the ground, as far as Chief Minister Manik Saha is concerned, he has enjoyed a clean image over the past 1 year, ever since he took over after Biplab Dev had put down his resignation. And of course, the reason that was stated was that the top leadership wanted him to more actively be participative in the organizational structure, in consolidating and making the party on the ground concrete. So that was the reason that he stated. But yes, having said that, no official word from the BJP on if they come into power once again, Manik Saha will continue as the chief minister. But yes, that is one point that Shravan made, that they have enjoyed the fact that he has a very clean image. Coming back to the other point, I just wanted to say that I'm outside the counting center right now, and you can hear a lot of these announcements that are being made, a lot of commotion that is happening. Again, Samiksha, you said what are the issues that dominated people's mind? It's really the Aam Aadmi, the Janta, that speaks for themselves. And you know, while I was interacting with all sorts of people in Agartala, they really said that ever since the BJP has come into power, especially, development has quite been the focus, and there is improved connectivity, improved road and rail connectivity, also the very fact that digitally the state is much stronger now, and in terms of reach, in terms of connectivity, like I said. The other thing they also said is that tourism is a very important local form of employment for them, and that is again something that has been given a boost in the last 5 years. Now the other issues, of course, is you know, that again matters a lot is unemployment, is where they want focus. Why Tripura Motha party is being looked at as the surprise factor, and everybody is really expecting, even like how the exit polls are predicting. can be a kingmaker, of course, too early to say, but the very fact that they may enjoy a decent outcome, considering that they are contesting the elections for the first time, also for the very fact that they are pitching for greater Tripura land, they primarily are seeing to consolidate the tribal vote, and a good 20 seats where you see 19 tribal groups who are looking at that very pitch of the Tripura Motha party. But like I said, that really a mix in that sense. The CPM Congress, and of course we saw how the Prime Minister also during his rally in Tripura took a dig on this very alliance, because he said that at one end, Shavan, where there is Kushti in Kerala, there is Dosti in Tripura, which is absolutely which cannot be understood really. So all these factors would really count in, and like I said, counting is set to begin at 8 a.m. inside.
Well, just about another couple of minutes about the counting would be beginning, and it's here that you get the fastest results. We have a larger team getting all the latest details. But let me just quickly bring in our guest. Shubrashta, do you expect any surprises? Because exit polls are making it very clear that when it comes to the state of Tripura, BJP is going to retain power. We'll get into the details of what really is working on the ground. Many would say that perhaps in Tripura, it's the central schemes which have essentially done the magic, if at all you go by the exit polls numbers. But do you expect any surprises?
Good morning to your viewers and good morning to everybody in the newsroom. I think it's important to understand that Tripura's journey and how it has, given power to the BJP. And if we look at that context, then let's also understand that the alliance right now with the left and the Congress combined is a formidable alliance. But when you look at situations on ground, not just not just exit poll results and the kind of surveys that I'm sure you guys have been doing, but also the sentiments of people on ground, it's very important to note that BJP is going to retain power precisely because the popularity of the Prime Minister and the central government schemes, of course, and the change that people of Tripura saw with respect to the state government, despite the upheaval within the within the newly formed government, change of chief ministers, etc., etc. I think all of that point towards the kind of trust that people of Tripura have for this new regime. Why am I saying this is because all the small political events that have happened in Tripura, the upheavals that have happened with respect to political circumstances, they have somehow always been able to retain their position. Look at the upheavals that happened prior to the local elections. And BJP came back. BJP came back with a bang. And the kind of majority that it got was unprecedented. So I don't think it is just about assembly elections. It is also about the hold that gradually and slowly BJP has built in the villages at the booth level. And I think it is going to pay them in good stead. Also because as a party, I think BJP has focused a lot on cadre development and, cadre building. So it's not just focused on one or two particular leaders, like, the new party that you were talking about, these parties are all personality-based parties. So these have a certain currency, but beyond a point in time, it all boils down to people's mandate, what people are thinking, how people have perceived leadership across the time.
Question is that, look at the other template that we are going to talk about. What was always seen as unbelievable in the state of Tripura when it comes to the alliance between the left and the Congress party. Many would say it's completely unnatural. They are fighting down in Kerala. There was an alliance that they wanted to stitch in West Bengal. Now in Tripura, the template seems to have really not worked. If you simply, as we're saying, all of this based on the exit poll numbers. In fact, we also have our senior editor Prakash Singh who's joining us on this broadcast. In fact, Prakash does understand the pulse of the state, and he's been there speaking to people to get a sense of what's really happening on the ground. Prakash, you've been there for a while now, and the sense that you get, because almost all exit polls are making it very clear that it's the BJP which is going to retain power, and this entire unnatural alliance between the left and the Congress party only because they want to stop the BJP from coming back to power, that doesn't seem to have really worked for them.
Well, Shravan, ever since I have landed here in Tripura since yesterday, I found one thing, that it is this is a small state, but it is politically as vibrant as West Bengal is. It's a smaller version of West Bengal, and the people over here are very upbeat and they're very aware about what elections is all about. Now, coming back to what Subrashta mentioned a moment back, of course it's a very formidable alliance, and the left and the Congress coming together. I was speaking to Jitendra Chaudhary, who is the CM face of the left Congress combined. He's very confident of his victory, and they say that they will trounce the BJP to single digit. I don't know how confident they are, but as far as the BJP is concerned, among the cadres, when I spoke to the people on the ground, there are certain welfare schemes that have worked wonders for them, and of course like 2.5 lakh houses that have been provided under the central government schemes, the minimum support prices for the purchase of ration like it happened in UP, and also one important social welfare scheme is that the enhancement of the pensions for the elderly from rupees 700 to rupees 2,000. That's a big number. 1,300 is an enhancement. So that may work wonders for them. But specifically with the emergence of Tripura Motha, and his Pradyut Dev Burman has managed to penetrate in a big way in the tribal areas, because remember till 1941 there was a massive presence of tribal population. The tribal population were in majority here in Tripura, and he has managed to consolidate the tribal voters in a big way. So coming back to the point, he may be a kingmaker, but as far as BJP is concerned, they are also sounding confident, and the local journalists are saying all sorts of things. But I've been interacting with a lot of people, the officials,
in fact, as far as Tripura Motha is concerned, they had a fantastic innings as far as the district council elections are concerned. But remember, whether that they're going to be able to repeat that, that's the bigger question. And are they really cutting into Tripura Motha? Is it really benefiting the BJP? Because at the end of the day, the consolidation that's actually happening of the Bengali votes, that's something that we'll have to also take a look at. But as and when the numbers come in, that becomes far more clear. Let's also focus a little bit on the state of Nagaland, and let me bring in Rajat Sethi on this. And perhaps we can also put out the numbers of the exit polls as far as Nagaland is concerned. Rajat, as far as the BJP and the NDPP alliance is concerned, almost all exit polls are making it clear that the NPF really does not stand a chance. I would say that the largest story, Rajat, if the numbers look very similar, the story here is that a Christian-dominated state like Nagaland, and if the vote share of the BJP basically increases, then perhaps the perception that BJP always had in the state of Northeast, they're shedding that perception that it's only a Hindi heartland party, has not been able to make the inroads. That seems to have been completely changing, and if the numbers still remain intact in the state of Nagaland, then it's undoubtedly a template for the BJP to perhaps use in other states too.
Well, I think this template has long been trashed 5 years back when BJP did resoundingly well in Meghalaya and in Nagaland.
But
so I think
Rajat, not in Meghalaya. But not in Meghalaya. Meghalaya, we are expecting this time perhaps the vote share is going to increase. Of course, in the last election, their vote share was pretty good, like as far as Meghalaya is concerned. But at least in Nagaland, the challenge is very different.
Allow me to please finish my point. Let me tell you this entire framework in which BJP has largely been put in, that it's a Hindi heartland sort of a party, has long been thrashed in the Northeast. Nobody associates BJP as a Hindu party or a Hindu nationalist party that a lot of left commentators have been portraying the BJP into. So that story is old story. Today's story is that Northeast is all about massive amount of development which was pending for the past 60-70 years. Those things are happening now. People relate with it. They have been orphaned for all these decades by the Congress party because they